All right, December 8th. I think this is like day 12 for me. Isabel wants to get in the video and say hi. So, for myself, I worked overtime last night, got up station 3 this morning and stepped on the scales, sub 200 for the first time in 12 days, obviously, right? Actually, been a long time since I've been sub 200. I usually don't try to go sub 2 unless it's a cut. So, I don't know where I want to end up for this. I kind of got a 190 goal is what I kind of have written on the calendar right now. But it's going to depend upon what things look like when I get close to that. So anyways, that's my update for where I'm at right this minute. This is hitting, this is my final training day for this week. And then more overtime tonight. But anyways, I don't really have any questions, I think, that you've all posted. But so I'm going to do a comment on something. And this is going to go to Angelo. Angelo posted some nachos on the page the other day with the macro split, whatever. We all, including myself, said it looked delicious. So let's just talk about the macros real quick. So 90, I think, we'll make it close enough, right? 90 grams of protein. I think it was 40 grams of carbs and 1 grams of fat. That's probably why it looked delicious. You put that many carbs and that many fats together, no shit, it's gonna taste good. About the same as a piece of cake or a cookie or a donut or a brownie or any of that shit, right? Great food, as far as palatable great food, is high in carbs and high in fat. It's why it tastes good. It's why we like it. It's why we enjoy it. So, those nachos, although they look great, you're 175 pounds, I would believe, Angelo. Do you think you need 90 grams of protein in one sitting? That's literally 50% of your protein intake for the day in one sitting. Can you absorb 90 grams of protein in one sitting? Or are you wasting it? It's a question for you. There's a lot of science on that. There's no real clear cut there, but the science basically leads to we can't ingest and we cannot use that much protein in one sitting. Carbs and fats. So if you don't know this, me and Noah were talking last night at work. So when carbs are high, fats will be low. If fats are high, carbs are low. So when we talk about around training time, we're going high carb, low fat. When we get away from our training time, we're going to bring the carbs down because our activities drop, but we're going to bring our fats up. So when we have a plate of food that has 30 and 40, we're almost matching our carbs to our fats. It's not really what we're looking for. So we're looking for one or the other. We don't try to ingest it at the same time. Some of the reason behind that is that the ingestion of carbohydrates is to spike insulin levels to restore glycogen stores that we've burnt from our workouts. Fat slows digestion. So if we're looking at post-workout, I like my cereal, right? Why am I doing that? That's just spiking my insulin levels and spike my carbohydrate load. If I slow my digestion with a bunch of fat intake at the same time, I'm just counterproductive. It doesn't work. So when we're looking at our carbs, we want our fats to be low. Later in the day, when we're away from our workout time, we can bump our fats up and keep our carbs down. The two don't generally go together very well. Protein stays constant. I would divide it by 5. So for, in that instance, say for, like I said, the 200-pound guy, for myself, it's 40 grams a sitting. I'm never going to try to get in 90 grams. Because then, 1, I don't absorb it, and 2, that means I got to take it away from work from meals later on. So now I'm going to have to go way low protein later on, which doesn't make sense. It's all counterintuitive. So just wanted to expand on that. Not dogging on Angelo. The plate looked great, looked delicious, but I don't really think the calories. Plus, it was like, 900 calories in one sitting? At 175 pounds, that's probably half of your intake, literally. So, not dogging on you, bro. Love you. But it's not exactly what we're looking for.